Hi, I'm Wayne Richardson. I'm an ambassador for the L'Oreal Professionnel creative team. I'm a session stylist and also I specialise in long hair and long hair artistry. So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of an evening look. I'm going to start off by setting the hair with wide irons, and then I'll be dressing the hair and shaping it into a half up, half down evening style. So I'm just going to, I'm just lightly brushing out the hair with a soft bristle brush to give it make it smooth and workable. Okay, the setting technique I'm going to use today is a very basic sectioning pattern. I'm going to be using my wide irons. I'm going to be using Constructor for a little bit of heat protection. So this is the Constructor. It's a heat protector with a little bit of hold. So I don't want to grip the hair up with hairspray yet. And also this will allow me to get the irons through nice and smoothly. This is a technique using your irons instead of blow waving, so it just has a little bit more hold and it smooths the hair out nicely. So I'm basically just creating a big barrel curl. That little bit of smoke you see when I put the irons through is just the excess product. I think it's important when you're setting with irons like this not to start on the ends of the hair and roll it down. It's always good to start at the root area. You don't want it shampooed that morning. So dry, shampoo the day before, all brushed out. So if you notice while I'm doing my set, I'm lifting the hair right up off the scalp. I just want to get maximum volume in the root area and bounce in the curl. So I'm not dragging it down, I'm lifting it up, elevating it straight off the top of the head. As you can see here, this is the finish of my set. So it's done with my wide irons, using Constructor for a little bit of heat protection and a light hold. Now what I'm going to do is go through with Airfix. It's a hold of a 5, and I'm just going to dry spray it all from a distance and then let it cool down and wait for the setting process to take place. So you can see it's just nice big soft barrel curls and it's been clipped with a long dinky. So we'll just leave that for a few minutes to cool down. As soon as you can feel the root areas cool down, you're ready to start dressing. So I'm just going to put a little bit of back combing in at the roots. So all I've really wanted to create here is it's just a big, loose, soft curl. So when I'm back combing, I'm just doing a little bit, it's on the underside, so if the hair's going to be lying down that way, I don't want to be back combing on the top side, I just want to come in from underneath the section and just lightly pack a little bit of back combing into the root area. My technique is I go 1, 2 strokes, and the third I just pack it a little bit so you get that little bit of fullness and hold. Let's just go through with the new Wonder product. So this is Fresh Dust, so it just creates that little bit of texture and volume. So it's nice and dry, really good to work on finer hair, or like I said earlier, closed cuticle, where you just need a little bit more grit and grunt at the root area without making it all tacky from a hairspray. As I think it's important too, when you're styling head of hair, look for natural direction and movement in the hair. So I'm looking at this and I'm already seeing it wants to come to my left a little bit. So you want to sort of just place the hair and fiddle around and just get a bit of a shape roughly in your mind first before you start really clipping and committing to the style. So what I'm going to do is just make a little bit of a base. What I'm trying to do is create something that's a little bit narrow in the front and builds up some height into the crown area. So that's the sort of shape I'm after. Give it a little bit of spray, secure it. I want to keep the sort of the shape and the softness. I don't really want to disturb that hair too much. So I'm just going to lift it all over. You can see the hair I pulled over is just nicely hiding the little base we've made underneath there. What I'm doing here is just a little bit of finger teasing. I want to create some fullness and some shape without really matting the hair up. So I'm just sort of always holding the hair into where I think it needs to go and just developing that shape. Making sure I've got that balance and shape right, nice and flat, coming down low over the brow. There you go. Now this is the finished style, so you can see by the look at it all, it's quite a modern 60s inspired shape. I think the direction of the hair coming across, heavily parted, coming across to one side with a bit of height. It's the modern take on the 60s sort of beehive with all the hair out. So there's another take on that same style. All just to one side. It's got the very, very soft, fluffy texture through the bottom that gives it a modern approach as well. I'm just doing a very, very quick, very, very soft fishtail braid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave about 4 inches unplatted through the ends, like so. I'm going to pinch that lightly with forefinger and thumb. I'm just going to go through every single section and just rouge it out like that. The idea is it doesn't take over, it's just another little bit of detailing and makes the style a little bit more interesting. There you go. Modern take on this 60s inspired beehive.